The weather. We've had winter weather in Poland for a week now. In many regions, school winter holidays started a week ago, so students can enjoy winter sports. The weather forecast for tomorrow should keep their spirits up. Further, slight snowfalls are expected tonight. There will be hard frost this night all over Poland below -10 degrees Celsius, which will keep the snow for longer. Falling snow could limit the visibility for up to 1,500 meters. The strong wind blowing from southeast will bring snowstorms. At the seaside, strong blasts are expected up to 60 km per hour. Snowstorms will come together with the strong wind in the north of Poland. Monday will be cloudy all over the country with some sunny spells only in the south. Light snowfalls or sleets are expected only along the western border, but the threat of glaze on the roads concerns all Poland, so we are appealing to drivers to be careful. During the day, the temperature will rise from -10 to 0 degrees Celsius. The blizzards will ease off. Happy winter holidays for all students. Justin Bieber. Another story about money which doesn't bring happiness. A yellow Lamborghini rushing along the Miami streets was stopped by the police in the early morning on the 23rd of January. The Canadian-born pop star, an idol and a role model for teenagers all over the world, Justin Bieber was driving that yellow rocket. His mental status wasn't a good example for his fans by all means. He was completely drunk and on the high. Fortunately, the police didn't report any accident caused by Bieber that morning. Miami court released him on the bail of $2,500. It was not the first time when Justin Bieber was accused of breaking the law. Drugs were found by the police in his house in Los Angeles a week ago. Very loud rave parties at night in his apartment have made his neighbors call police several times. The life of Justin Bieber is heading towards the utter failure. He has no idea where reality starts and his stardom finishes. The singer isn't the only one who has gone off the rails. What makes young stars fall by the wayside? Ukraine. Will spreading protests split up with Russia and Ukraine finally? Dropping the association agreement with the European Union brought tens of thousands of protesters out into the streets of Ukrainian capital Kiev in November 2013. Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych must have not predicted consequences of his decision. 2 months later, the situation seems to be worsening. Developments were to follow on completely another way. At the beginning, nothing set the scene for a disaster. According to government's expectations, cold, short daylight, fatigue and lack of fast success were to make people on the Independence Square surrender very quickly. However, the determination of citizens surprised the authorities. The introduction of regulations restricting public protest was the only government's answer. On the 22nd of January, clashes with police started on the streets of Kiev. They have cost lives of 5 protesting people by now. The crisis in Ukraine escalated with their deaths. Protests spread across many cities. President Yanukovych's latest offers of top position in the government were rejected by opposition leaders. Now they demanded earlier presidential elections, which were planned for 2015. Yanukovych is not able to win them at this moment. Winter Olympic Games in Sochi. What will happen there? Olympic Games in that Russian resort will start on the 7th of January. 58 Polish sportsmen and sportswomen will be representing our country there. Our expectations haven't been so big so far. Last Winter Olympic Games in Vancouver, 4 years ago, were very successful for Polish team. We won 6 medals there, including 1 golden medal. It was our best performance in the history. In my opinion, it will be very difficult to repeat that achievement. We count on our ski jumpers, cross-country skiing star Justyna Kowalczyk, speed skaters and biathlon skiers. According to experts' opinions, speed skating is our biggest chance for medals in Sochi, especially women's team race. With our great participants, such a medal shouldn't be a surprise. We must rely on those opinions. There are no TV coverages of speed skating competitions. It is difficult to find any information in newspapers or internet. That discipline is in the shadow of cross-country skiing and ski jumping, both of them very popular in Poland nowadays. Our best ski jumper, Kamil Stoch, is the world champion of 2013 in ski jumping and current World Cup leader. That sounds quite great, but he has achieved that in a rather unconvincing way. The map of future. Everybody knows that choosing the next school after middle school is a huge problem with students face. According to a survey carried out in my class, a big number of students, 39% of all the students in my class, want to continue their education in a secondary school. 15% of the respondents want to go to a technical college. The students who choose a vocational school are in a minority. The majority of the pupils, 31%, have no clue which school to choose. In my opinion, picking the next school in the second year of a middle school is a difficult and almost impossible. None of the respondents is going to attend secondary school with language profile. I think that the main obstacle is a lack of schools with this profile in my hometown. If somebody was willing to attend such a school, they would have to commute to another city. The participants of the survey add that they still have hesitate with their choice of future school, so it's hard to establish what decision they will make in the last year of this school. A referendum schooling obligation for 6 years old has been rejected for a few votes. Unconvinced parents put over 1 million signatures under the referendum petition, but the parliament did not agree with them.